Hi there, it's Mike Diesel with Scott Subaru. We're made for your lifestyle. And your lifestyle might be visiting the relatives on the coast during wintertime, having to drive over the mountains through this, or finding the perfect spot. Doesn't that look beautiful? That would be nice, finding that spot. Maybe it's hiking in the summertime, a friend has an acreage, you're always on gravel roads, or maybe it's just the QE2. We know that the QE2 can be very dangerous, and having an all-wheel drive system is almost imperative nowadays, but there are multiple types of all-wheel drive systems. They are not all the same. Let's start with what ours looks like underneath. What you'll notice when we look at the diagram is the boxer engine, the front transfer case, the transmission, the center transfer case, and the rear transfer case are all straight down the center of the vehicle, and that creates great balance overall. Also, the drive shafts on the front are the same length as each other, which means that that torque steer that sometimes you get when you hit the gas and it wants to go left to right, that won't happen. On the rear, you've also got the same length drive shafts driving the rear wheels, which means that everything is very well balanced. Talking about different all-wheel drive systems, a lot of them are front-wheel drive, and when you get into trouble, when you need it, that's when they react by putting some of the power to the rear, which in my eyes, I would almost rather have that security as you're driving so you don't get into trouble, like the all-time four-wheel drive that Subaru has, rather than being reactive only when you get into trouble. And an interesting fact, did you know that you only have to send 5% of the power to the rear wheels to call it an all-wheel drive vehicle? Yeah, threw me off as well. How does Subaru do it? Subaru does it like this: 60% to the front all the time, 40% to the rear all the time. When you get a little bit of slippage, now you go 50-50, it spreads it out that way. And say you have one wheel that is just spinning and it doesn't have traction, it's gonna take power from that wheel and send it to the other wheels. Of course, we also started out by doing stuff like this. Is that unreal? Please do not attempt that at home unless you're a professional and wearing a helmet. So whether it's traveling across mountains, finding your perfect spot, maybe going for a hike, or traveling down the QE2 and just wanting to return home safely to your loved ones, the all-time symmetrical all-wheel drive of Subaru can get you there and get you back again. It's Scott Subaru. We are made for your lifestyle on top of Red Deer's North Hill or online at scottsubaru.com.